guys, how's it going? Caitlin here, and welcome to my kitchen for another week of meal prep. I hope you're excited for this week. You gotta love the feeling when your food is just prepared, ready to go, makes for easy nights, easy meals, all of the things that we like. On the menu this week, we have Asian Chicken Ramen Skillet, hot honey burger bowls, and cold cut subs. So if that sounds good to you, sounds good to me. Be sure to grab your prep list if you don't have it yet. Check the description of this video. There's a link. It's going to take you to where you need to go to get everything that you need. There are 3 varying levels of prep depending on your level of motivation, potentially your time constraints. If you do want to get the time to table results you see in the meal plan, you're going to want to go all the way with me to level 3, okay? I am actually going to start with something in level 3 because it's, there are some things that you can do that kind of do themselves while you're doing other things, and that's how we gain back time this week. So I'm going to start with level 3, and that's cooking some bacon. So the bacon specifically is going to be for burger bowls, and it is also going to be, if you want it to be, for the cold cut subs. So, you can make this in advance, makes life just a little easier. And you can make your bacon any way you want to make your bacon. I am doing mine in the oven. It's my favorite way to cook bacon because it's just simple. It's hands off. Even easier if it would decide to come off here. I really hate touching raw meat. It is not my favorite thing. So it's like I find every way in the world to avoid touching it. Not a vegetarian at all. No desire to be a vegetarian. But I also just don't want to touch the raw meat. Can't I just have it all? That's all I'm asking for. Not too much for any lady to ask, is it? So I do like cooking mine just on this stone is my favorite one to cook it on. Come on. You are just, all these pieces just feel like they're married to one another. There's for some very committed pieces of bacon. So you can skip this step even if you want to just get ready cooked bacon. You can get ready cooked bacon. Honestly, take any shortcuts that you need to make your week feel more manageable because this is what it's all about. So, and maybe you don't even like bacon. Then you can just skip it all together. It'll still be fine. If you just heard me say skip bacon and you thought I was speaking absolute and complete sacrilege, that's okay too. All right. Come on. There we go. Okay, awesome. So, just got that on the bar pan, just gonna throw it in the oven. Just gonna set a timer. Beauty, quick hand wash just in case, I did touch any meat. Because gross. You see, now there, it's doing its own thing. So, beautiful. Let's go into level 1, shall we? So, level 1, just gonna do some veggie prep, okay? Nice and simple. I guess I should get my knife out. Might need that. I'm like, where did my favorite knife go? You always get a favorite knife. This one is mine. So just gonna slice up a bell pepper. Doesn't matter what color it is. You go with whatever you got. Man, that's a nice smelling pepper. I just smelled that pepper and it was like instant hunger. So you can slice this, you can dice this, you can do whatever you want. As thin or as thick as you want it to be. Honestly, you do you, boo. There you go, one pepper, all cut. Now I'm gonna thinly slice a red onion. Just need half a red onion. You could have a little more if you wanted to. Definitely cut more if you want more for subs. Okay, so just to keep mine nice and secure, because if I try cutting it like, the full rings, I feel like I'm just gonna, start stripping. I feel like if I cut it into full rings, then it kind of, rolls around a little bit. And the long and short of it is, I'm not making my food for beauty. I'm not making it to be, Instagram gorgeous. All the power to you if that is your goal. But I'm looking for a balance here between meals that taste good, but they're also functional. Don't have to fuss around with them very much, because all of a sudden, if I have to fuss around with it a whole bunch and make it look gorgeous, I'm losing most of the point of why I'm doing this, right? So I just want to make sure that it's not rolling around and I don't cut myself, because I'm klutzy, very klutzy. You may have seen klutziness in some of these videos if you have been around them for a little while. There we go. So I just sliced up the whole red onion. I'm happy with that life choice. Now, for this one, I'm going to shred up a couple potatoes. If you want to, you can use a cheese grater for this. I'm going to be using a mandolin for this. If you wanted to skip shredded potato, you could go with some hash browns or some tasty taters or whatever you want to go with. Just going to add a little, a little potato fun. So, let's see. Oh, where's the other part of it? There it is. I swear, it's like whenever husbands put away stuff in the kitchen, you end up looking at it and you're like, what the heck is that doing there? Why wasn't it all together? Because it literally all packages up together. Wouldn't it make more sense to put it all together? I don't know. So I'm just setting it to a small julienne setting. I'm gonna go with 3. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with a 3. So you see, these are just gonna be like tiny little, kind of like little mini fries, okay? And then I'm gonna just crisp them up in the air fryer day of. with a few seasonings. I know, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, guys. We're in for a good time. So to store your potatoes so it doesn't go weird, because we don't want weird, just put it in a bowl, cover it with some water. It's gonna be good in there at least for a day. Even at 2 days, you might not have to change the water. But I mean, real life here, real life. You probably don't have to change the water. If, however, you're going to like 3 days, it's fine. You're gonna wanna change the water most definitely, okay? Now, the nice part about doing this in advance like this is your potatoes are actually going to crisp up a little more when they have been in water. It does something like soaks up some of the starches, something like that. Anyway, all I know is there's a tip and the results are definitely better when you do it. So all the more reason to be prepared, right? Okay. Potatoes done. You can prepare any sub toppings that you want to now and also shred up some lettuce. Now for greens, I'm doing the arugula spinach mix because I really like that. But if you were doing, say, romaine or iceberg lettuce, something like that, you can cut that up now if you want to prepare that. If you want to prepare anything extra to go on your subs, you know there's something that you like, go wild, go to town. You can do that now. Otherwise, you are... Oh, also, green beans. If you want to trim up some green beans now, you can trim up some green beans. Mine, they come in that bag where they're already washed and they're already trimmed. Yeah, choose your shortcuts. It's literally, it was the same price to do it that way. So I thought, well, why should I put in all the work, you know? Now, if you're ready, let's move on to level 2. You're doing awesome. Level 2, we're going to be putting together some sauces, doing kind of those finishing touches things that just make the meal come together faster. It might not seem like much, but it can feel like a lot when it's 5 p.m. and you're looking at putting a sauce together. Even if it's like literally 4 ingredients, it can feel like a lot. So if we do that now, we have our sauces already prepared, set aside. Then it's like making kitchen magic happen, right? So be sure that you check in the recipes if you're grain-free, if you're dairy-free, if you're paleo, check the recipes because there's modifications for each of those. Like, yes, I'm using peanut butter. You can use crunchy peanut butter. You can use smooth peanut butter, or you can switch it up. You can use almond butter instead. If you wanted to switch it up and use tahini, if you didn't want to use nuts at all, you see, like, there's lots of different ways you can play with this. That's one of the nice things about really like making meals from scratch. It's completely modifiable. Get some coconut aminos. You don't have to use coconut aminos. You can use gluten-free soy sauce. I use coconut aminos because I am also soy-free. I'm one of those lucky people that has the trifecta, the gluten, soy, dairy trifecta. It's lovely. Ooh, another thing that you could do up now if you wanted to, because you can use any Asian seasoning blend that you want to. I know there's companies that sell Asian seasoning blends. Or I have one that is there that you can use with spices that you have in your cabinet, perhaps. But if you want to borrow my blend, you're free to steal that, mix it together, use that as well. I mean, I'm a fan of this Asian blend, but clearly it's mine. I'm totally biased. Cool. Give that a little mix. And so all we're gonna have to add for sauce night of for the Asian Chicken Ramen Skillet, which by the way, you can use, you know, those vermicelli glass noodles that you can find I find them in the international section at my grocery store. Extremely, extremely, extremely inexpensive. You can use like a few bundles of that instead of using a few bundles of ramen noodles if you prefer. You can also reduce the broth and serve it over, you could serve it over roasted potatoes if you wanted to. Like, there's lots of options. There we go. One thing of sauce right there. Cool. Gonna put together just some very simple seasonings to go with shredded potatoes. You know, make the shredded potatoes a little more exciting. It's not a fancy blend by any stretch of the imagination, but what is nice is that it's going to be already done, right? The problem with making dinner every night, figuring out what to make for dinner, that can be stressful. The actual execution of it, it's just, you're so tired by the time dinner comes around. You've already lived like a full day and probably 4 lives. Like, it's a lot. So anything that you can do to make that a little easier on yourself. And, you know, those meal kits that you can order where you get all the pieces of the meal and you can just throw it together. That's essentially what we're making here, except it's completely modifiable for dietary restrictions. Okay, so we got some seasonings done up there. That's gonna be so easy, just dumping it on, right? It's the little things. It's all the little things that add up. You know what? It's always the little things. Because what is life except for a whole bunch of compiled little things, right? Get all philosophical on you. Cool, so just trying to make sure I don't get any, you know, potato juice in my cheese. So I'm sure it's fine. So if you want to shred up extra cheese for your cold cut subs at the same time, you can definitely do that. If you want to just have extra shredded cheese anyway, you can do that. If you took a shortcut and just bought shredded cheese, fantastic. Keep it nice and easy. I find it doesn't take very long to shred cheese. You get less ingredients, you get better melt, you get better flavor, and you also have more options if you're shredding your own, which is why I like to opt for just shredding my own. I don't mind shredding extra at the time and just, you know, getting it done. You also pay a lot less for it if you shred your own. Sorry, I'm done talking about shredding my own cheese now. I promise. Which is funny because I'm dairy free. It's like, why should you care? But nobody else in my family is dairy free. There. We're going to say that's, well, I'll do a little bit more. There, I'm going to say that's good. Beauty. Okay, so cheese ready to go. Man, this is just, we're just plowing through this, guys. We're completely rocking it. I'm proud of us. Are you proud of us? I'm proud of us. Okay. I think I want a bigger container than this. Let me math in my head. There. So, gonna make some sauce for the burger bowl. I should mention, if you didn't want to have your burger bowl on lettuce, you could choose to have it on rice if you prefer to do it that way. I like it on lettuce, especially with the summer, because you know you get that bit of extra bit of freshness going on. I probably shouldn't measure it in this because I measured peanut butter in there, but meh, I'm going for it. Maybe that extra splash of peanut butter will be just what it needed. No, there won't be much in it. It'll all blend in. You won't even notice. But you can see how cross-contamination happens, right? Like, I'm fortunate we don't have any nut allergies in the house, but this is exactly how cross-contamination happens. It's so easy. Like giving a demonstration for what not to do if you're cooking for your favorite celiac. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Get some honey in there. If you want to make some extra like hot, if you want to make extra hot honey to go in your burger bowls, like a little drizzle on top, you can definitely make some of that now if you want to. Just take a couple tablespoons of honey and mix in a little bit of hot sauce until you're good. Okay? That's it. That's all it really takes. You can use any kind of hot sauce you want. I like Frank's. It's easy. It's easy to get along with. Pickles smell good. Now I want a pickle too. Apparently I'm just ready for, you know, food. Yeah, it's good. So if you decide that you want a little extra hot sauce in it, you can definitely do that. Ah, that's nice. good little kick. Get the sweetness of the honey, a little tang from pickle juice and the Dijon. Man, if you have leftovers of this, you can throw some on your cold cut subs the next day. I say subs, but like, I don't get gluten-free sub buns. It's probably going to be hamburger buns that I'm using. Whew. So, put my bacon in there for another few minutes. We are all done with level 2 as well. So if you're done that, fantastic. Let's move on, shall we? All we have left is a little something extra in level 3. So level 3 is either, bigger tasks that can do themselves while we're doing other things, or it's doing gross things. This fits into that second category. This is one of the gross things. So after this, my cutting board is going to be dead to me. So at this point, if there's anything else that you want to do, check your fridge, check your crisper, see what's in there that needs to be used. Think now, how can I incorporate this into any side dishes this week? How can I put it in one of these recipes? It would be so easy to add more veggies to your chicken ramen skillet, for example. There might be some stuff that you could throw into your subs and get creative with, or throw it into your burger bowl. Like, can you really go wrong after you put a bunch of bacon, burger, and sauce on things? I really don't think that you can. So, do all that, get that stuff prepared. If you can't use it this week, then why not prepare it and then freeze it. Freeze it in a functional way so that next time you need something, you'll just be able to use it. This one's just a small breast, so I'm just gonna cut all 3 of these up. There's 3 in a package. It's like, meh, might as well just use the thing, right? So just wanna cube it up. I mean, you can cut it up any way you want to, but the larger you cut it up, the longer it's going to take you to cook. So think of future you, right? Like, what's future you going to like? Future you is going to like to have as many things done as is humanly possible. You can hear my dog just lightly snoring in the corner there. It's pretty cute. Beautiful. So that chicken is done. Sweet. And that is it. That is it. Let me check on my bacon, see how it's doing. Looks good to me. Gorgeous. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here this week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really hope that you lean into the feeling that you get this week when all of your stuff is just ready to go. When you look in the fridge, you're gonna have actual meals, you know, that you're gonna be able to just chuck the ingredients together. It'll be super easy. Lean into that feeling because don't kid yourself for a minute. What you just did now, this is self-care, I promise you. Thanks so much again for being here, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye-bye.